Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks dating 24 men at once. Everyone has been on a first date before, but with 24 men at the same time. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos revealed 6 things she learned while on the reality dating show. Did Joan Vassos find love on the Golden Bachelorette? Joan Vassos set off on a journey in September to find the second love of her life on the Golden Bachelorette. Week by week, she sent home the suitors she didn't think were right for her. She narrowed it down to Chalk Chapel and Guy Gansert. Joan previously revealed that getting engaged isn't a deal-breaker for her, especially because she refuses to move away from her Maryland home. Both Chalk and Guy have careers and put down roots in their respective hometowns. Joan's unwillingness to uproot her own life could be an issue. The ABC trailers have teased that Joan ends up alone. Viewers find out tonight if Joan hands out her final rose to Guy or Chalk, and whether a proposal happens. What she learned dating 24 men at once. Joan Vassos had to kiss a lot of frogs to meet her prince. Her season started with 24 men, several of whom she locked lips with. She took to her Instagram with a video detailing what she learned while dating multiple men and having multiple first dates. You'll never regret putting yourself out there. Joan started the video off by encouraging her followers to put themselves out there, no matter their age. She said that they'll never regret giving dating a try. However, people will regret not trying and wonder what might have happened. Not every conversation is 50-50s. Joan Vassos had a lot of conversations with a lot of different men. She learned that conversation is not always 50-50s, and that's okay. She said that sometimes you're the listener and sometimes you're the conversationalist. Be prepared to be either, she warned. Every date is a mirror. The Golden Bachelorette got a little philosophical with this one. She said that the person across from you on a date is like a mirror. Sometimes they are going to show you what you want to see, and sometimes what you don't want to see. Both are worth celebrating, Joan added. First dates are always nerve-wracking and awkward, and Joan should know. She encouraged her followers to take a leap of faith. Sometimes rejection is just redirection. Joan Vassos sent many suitors home, but several rejected her by self-eliminating and leaving the show, including frontrunner Pascal Advieux. She told her followers not to dwell on what didn't work out and look forward to what's next. The gentle hum of conversation and the clinking of champagne glasses set the stage as Joan Vassos, the radiant lead of the Golden Bachelorette, strolled into the mansion. At 64, Joan exuded a timeless elegance that left the 24 men vying for her heart completely spellbound. But while the glittering first night of the season looked picture-perfect on screen, Joan recently opened up about the unfiltered reality of juggling 24 romantic hopefuls at once, and it's not as glamorous as it seems. Sitting down for an exclusive interview, Joan shared her thoughts on navigating the whirlwind of emotions, challenges, and unexpected delights of her journey to find love later in life. It was like speed dating on steroids. You know those speed dating events where you have 3 minutes to talk to someone and decide if there's a connection? Now imagine doing that 24 times in one night. Joan said with a laugh, her sparkling eyes betraying a mix of humor and exhaustion. I've never talked so much in my life. By the end of the evening, I wasn't sure if I was falling in love or losing my voice. Joan admitted that keeping the men's names straight was its own Herculean task. They gave me flashcards with their photos and fun facts, and I was studying them like I was cramming for a final exam. But honestly, by the time the third guy told me he was here for the right reasons, I started thinking, what does that even mean anymore? Still, Joan embraced the chaos with her signature grace. I realized quickly that the key was just to be present. Instead of stressing over who was who, I focused on the moment, on how they made me feel. Every man brought something different to the table. From the beginning, the contestants ranged from sweet to quirky, and Joan took notice. There was Pascal, the suave Parisian salon owner who greeted me with a poem he wrote in French. Then there was Chalk, who somehow managed to make a perfect old-fashioned cocktail while telling me about his rescue dog. And let's not forget Mark, who fanboyed over my favorite 80s band. It was adorable. Despite the variety of personalities, Joan quickly realized there was a shared vulnerability among the men. These guys weren't just here to impress me. They were opening up about their lives, their dreams, and even their heartbreaks. It was incredibly humbling to be on the receiving end of that kind of honesty. Jealousy was inevitable. While Joan cherished the attention, she couldn't ignore the tension brewing among her suitors. There's only so much time in a day, and someone is always going to feel left out, she explained. It's hard when you see the guys forming friendships, but then they're all secretly, or not so secretly, competing against each other. Joan recalled one particularly memorable moment when two contestants, Jordan and Guy, clashed during a group date. They were both trying to outdo each other, and it got so intense that I half joked. "Should I just leave you two alone?" "They didn't find it funny," she said with a chuckle. Despite the occasional flare-ups, Joan admired how the men navigated the competitive environment. It takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there like this. I saw how much they were all rooting for me to find happiness, even if it wasn't with them. The romance was real. For all its drama, Joan revealed that there were moments of pure romance that took her breath away. One night, Pascal surprised me with a rooftop picnic under the stars. He played my favorite jazz record on a portable turntable, and it felt like we were the only two people in the world. It was magic. Then there was Mark, who planned a date that tapped into Joan's adventurous side. He knew I loved painting, so he set up an art class where we painted portraits of each other. Let's just say his portrait of me was abstract, Joan teased, but it was so thoughtful that I couldn't help but love it. Joan admitted that being courted by so many men made her feel more alive than she had in years. It wasn't just about the grand gestures. It was the little things, like how someone would remember my favorite flower or how they'd make me laugh when I was feeling overwhelmed. It taught me about myself. Beyond the romance and drama, Joan found that the experience was also deeply introspective. When you're dating 24 people, you start to reflect on what you really want in a partner. It made me question my own priorities and whether I was holding onto outdated ideas about love. Joan shared that one of the biggest lessons she learned was the importance of vulnerability. It's easy to put up walls, especially when you've been through heartbreak or loss. But this journey reminded me that love is worth the risk, even if it means you might get hurt. I'm grateful for every moment. As the season progresses, viewers will watch Joan navigate eliminations, group dates, and the emotional roller coaster of narrowing down her choices. But for Joan, the journey isn't just about the destination. I know everyone wants to know if I found love, but honestly, I've already won. This experience gave me a renewed sense of hope and a deeper appreciation for the connections we make in life. Joan's gratitude extended to the men who shared the journey with her. Every single one of them brought something unique to the table, and I'll carry those memories with me forever. They reminded me that it's never too late to open your heart. A message to women everywhere. Before the interview wrapped up, Joan had a heartfelt message for women considering a second or third chance at love. Don't let anyone tell you that your time has passed. Love doesn't have an expiration date. Whether you're 24 or 64, you deserve to be cherished and celebrated. As she prepares to watch the rest of the season unfold alongside the audience, Joan hopes her journey inspires others to take a leap of faith. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that the best stories are the ones we write when we step outside our comfort zones. And this has been the adventure of a lifetime. With her trademark grace and humor, Joan Vassos continues to prove that love and life is always worth the journey, no matter where it leads. As viewers tune in to the Golden Bachelorette, one thing is clear. Joan's story isn't just about finding a partner, it's about rediscovering herself along the way.